The next presentation, the title is Lifelong Learning and Social Integration of First and Second Generation Immigrants. The presenter is
Φάρου Αγλαΐα, Φάρος Αναστάσιος, Νταλή Ελένη.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just give me a second.
Μπορώ να...
No, I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Excuse me for just checking if everything is okay. Okay. So good evening. My name is Αγλαΐα Φάρου, and today I will be talking about the qualitative research we conducted focusing on the effects of lifelong learning in the social integration of first and second generation immigrants in the host country. Lifelong learning acts as a tool for personal growth and self-fulfillment, as well as a bridge for the cultural chasm within the communities, creating not only new skills and job opportunities, but actively battling social exclusion and social marginalization. Greece has more than 700,000 documented immigrants, and the employment rate in second-generation immigrants is just above 33%. In the modern Greek environment that is characterized by multiculturalism, a tool promoting social integration, self-completion, and the feeling of belonging in a community is of the utmost importance. Such results can derive from this educational process. About the goals of this study, this research study is an attempt to deeper understand the effects of lifelong learning and adult education in first and second generation immigrants and its role in social integration within their host country. The research questions of this paper will attempt to examine these effects utilizing the tools of qualitative research. This study will attempt to identify the feelings, thoughts, worries, and experiences of the participants. The research questions explored are concerned with the effects of lifelong learning in the social integration of the participants within their host country, the importance of lifelong learning in their feeling of self-completion, and the role of lifelong learning in their future aspirations. For the research methodology, through their narrative, this research navigates the experiences of first and second generation immigrants after their successful participation in a lifelong learning program. More specifically, the CDFOP apprenticeship program, or Mathiteia. The sample used for this research was the homogeneous convenience sample. The number of participants was 15. All informants were first approached over the phone, verifying they had all the qualifications to participate. Regarding the participation criteria, all informants needed to be first or second generation immigrants and have completed the lifelong learning apprenticeship project. For the demographic details, we can see many different backgrounds, both female and male participants, ages varying from 22 to 55 years old, and they have all completed the apprenticeship program. The chosen research method for data collection in this study was narrative interviews, and the specific method was selected as this paper aims to gain a deeper understanding of the social, personal, and emotional effects of this process on a person. Profound understanding lies in the reenactment and reconstruction of a life experience through narration. The impact of a social phenomenon surfaces through the personal prism of the narrator. Throughout the interviews, the research approach was not limited to strict observation, but rather participating and engaging with the informants in the form of an open conversation. All interviews lasted between 30 to 45 minutes and were consisted of two parts. The first part was a collection of all demographic details and personal information, continuing with the narration of their experiences up to that day. The second part involved some clarifying questions relating to their emotions, experiences, etc., with some prompting questions when needed. For the data analysis, there were 4 stages to the data analysis process. The first stage was the transcription of the interviews to text, continuing with organizing annotation of the parts used in the research. The second stage included identifying concepts found in data. Parts of the interviews were selected and connected to these concepts, creating codes. The third stage was the creation of wider categories of the concepts to generate the common themes. And for the fourth and final stage in the analysis, we used the visualization tools for the purpose of better understanding the interacting themes. This is the thematization stage. This is a concept map with the 3 main themes: a feeling of self-completion, the feeling of belonging and inclusion in the community, and confidence and future aspirations. For the first theme, a feeling of self-completion, we can see the quotes from the interviews as the participants, it's their own words, and they expressed some feelings, and I quote, I feel like everything has changed for me. I made it. I feel like I'm flying. I feel more secure in myself. Now I am someone. I have a degree. For the second theme, confidence and future aspirations, I quote, my confidence has changed. I feel like I'm part of this community now. I want to improve, to climb even higher. And for the third theme, the feeling of belonging and inclusion in the community, I quote, I don't know how to say it, they're different with me now, they see me now. As for the results, this study found the benefits from this educational process don't just center on work security and job opportunities, a multitude of additional benefits such as self-acceptance, feelings of self-completion, and the feeling of belonging in a community were just some of the findings in this ongoing battle of social exclusion through education. The role of lifelong learning in Greece, through programs like the apprenticeship program, prove that active role of education in the social integration of immigrants through a more holistic approach that doesn't just focus on economic or job market opportunities and benefits, but rather focuses on a solid social whole and the active participation of all its members. And that's it. It was supposed to say thank you right here, but thank you.